Iran has cautioned that the undersea cables located in the Strait of Hormuz represent a critical vulnerability for the region's digital economy, highlighting concerns regarding the potential for attacks on essential infrastructure. The constricted Strait of Hormuz maritime passage, which serves as a critical bottleneck for international oil transportation, holds comparable significance for the digital infrastructure worldwide. Numerous fiber-optic cables traverse the seabed of the Hormuz Strait, linking nations from the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia to Europe through the Gulf states and Egypt. Submarine cables, which may be fiber-optic or electrical, are installed on the ocean floor to facilitate the transmission of data and electrical power. According to the International Telecommunication Union, or ITU, the United Nations Specialized Agency for Digital Technologies, these cables are responsible for conveying approximately 99% of global internet traffic. In addition to supporting telecommunications, they also transmit electricity between countries and are critical infrastructure for cloud computing services and online communication networks. Now, Tehran intends to impose charges on companies such as Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon for utilizing the submarine cables that traverse beneath the Strait of Hormuz. Media outlets linked to Iran's Revolutionary Guards reported that the plan would require major technology firms to comply with Iranian law. Additionally, the rights to repair and maintenance would be exclusively granted to Iranian firms. Here's all you need to know. Traditionally, critical infrastructure referred to assets such as oil pipelines, ports, or power grids. However, data infrastructure has emerged as equally vital to national and economic security. A fundamental issue concerning undersea cables is the concentration of infrastructure. Numerous cables are clustered along the same seabed routes and converge at a limited number of maritime choke points. This configuration generates vulnerable single points of failure. An interruption to a cable, whether intentional or accidental, can simultaneously impair connectivity across multiple regions. Although cable disruptions are relatively frequent, their repair poses significant challenges, particularly in contested or militarized maritime zones. Repair operations necessitate secure access, international cooperation, and considerable time. Submarine cables constitute the essential physical infrastructure, enabling data centers in the Gulf region and internet users to communicate beyond regional boundaries. Countries such as Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and to a lesser extent, other members of the Gulf Cooperation Council, or the GCC, rely on these cables to deliver artificial intelligence and digital services to both domestic and international customers. Similar to investments in commercial aviation hubs, the development of data centers and advanced AI chip technologies has the potential to enhance the quality of life within the GCC. However, achieving sustainable large-scale profitability will likely necessitate extending service reach to markets outside the region, particularly in Africa and Asia. The economic diversification strategies pursued by Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and to a smaller degree Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Oman emphasize the creation of nationally based AI and technology enterprises with a global footprint. Expanding their customer base beyond the Gulf region is contingent upon robust data connectivity. While substantial subsea cable infrastructure currently exists within the region, these cable routes are vulnerable to physical concentration and geopolitical risks, particularly in strategic maritime choke points such as the Suez Canal, Bab al-Mandeb Strait, and the Strait of Hormuz, mirroring the challenges faced by other commercial trade routes. As per the Stimson Center, military conflict between Israel, the United States, and Iran has effectively halted cable projects in the Gulf and the Red Sea. Repairing subsea cable damage requires specialized repair ships to remain stationary. Only 63 cable repair ships operate worldwide, with 2 to 4 repair ships in the Middle East. To repair damaged subsea cables, these ships need to obtain access rights in territorial waters. Once granted, the process of dispatching the ship, repairing, and reburying the cable takes at least 40 days and costs between $1 and $3 million. Think tank analysts say significant delays to repair damaged cables in the Red Sea in 2024 and 2025 point to a significantly longer timeline to repair damage. Cable damage in the region will not just cause internet outages in the Gulf, but economic problems in Arab, European, African, and Asian countries connected by those cables.